Hi, today's video is about the induced fit theory. If you've ever learned that the enzymes are the locks, the substrate are the keys, you're not wrong, but also you're not exactly right either. And this may cost you points in your exam. That's because enzymes don't actually stay still. They move around, they flex. And when a substrate shows up, the enzyme doesn't just fit right into it. It changes shape around it. That idea is called the induced fit theory. And it's one of those concepts that quietly explains a huge chunk of biochemistry. So if you get it right, you get it right. So make sure you pay attention to this video, watch it through to the end. I've included questions at the end so you can test your knowledge in order to make sure that you understand the first principles, the fundamental aspects of this theory, so you can build on it in order to get the rest of biochemistry right. Okay, let's get started. Chapter 1. Enzymes aren't rigid. Here's the first thing to reset in your mind. Enzymes are proteins, and proteins are not rigid blocks. At body temperature, they constantly wiggle, they change into slightly different shapes. So the active site isn't a perfect carved mold waiting for one substrate to come and fit right into it. The active site's more like a flexible pocket that can adjust. So instead of thinking, let me find the perfect match, the enzyme's thinking, what's the best possible shape that I can get into to ensure the best possible interactions with the substrate? Chapter 2. What is induced fit? Now imagine a substrate comes in and binds to the enzyme. At first, it's not a perfect fit, and that's okay. But as soon as they interact, weak forces kick in. So these forces include hydrogen bonds, ionic interactions, and van der Waals forces. I have a video about these three. I'll link it up in the top right-hand corner if you want to check them out later as well. Those interactions actually release energy. That energy doesn't just sit there or go somewhere or dissipate. That energy gets used. It causes the enzyme to shift shape around the substrate. So the enzyme sort of closes in on the substrate and adjusts its active site. That's why it's called induced fit. Chapter 3. Why does the enzyme bother changing shape? This is the part MCAT questions love. The enzyme is not changing shape just to grip on to the substrate better. That would be pointless if nothing else changes. Instead, the shape change is about making the interaction easier. So what actually improves? 3 things actually. First, the enzyme lines everything up properly so the reacting parts are oriented correctly. Second, it slightly strains certain bonds in the substrate, making it easier for those bonds to break. Third, the active site environment in itself slightly changes. It can be more acidic, more basic, more hydrophobic, depending on the interaction or the reaction that's supposed to happen. And most importantly, the enzyme becomes better at stabilizing the transition state. Remember, the transition state is the most unstable, high-energy moment in every reaction, and every reaction has to pass through it. So if the enzyme is able to make the transition state a little bit more stable, then the amount of energy that's needed to pass through that transition state is less, and therefore the reaction becomes faster. Chapter 4. How does this speed up the reaction? As you may already know, every reaction has an energy barrier that needs to be overcome, and this energy barrier is called activation energy. Without enzymes, most reactions are slow because molecules just don't get enough correct collisions. Induced fit helps fix that. By changing the shape, the enzyme reduces wasted collisions, improves alignment, and stabilizes the transition state. So the reaction happens faster. Just to be super MCAT safe here, make sure that you know that the enzyme does not change the equilibrium. It does not change the delta G. Remember, delta G determines whether a reaction is spontaneous or not. And thirdly, they only lower activation energy. Okay, let's do a quick recap. So, if you strip everything down, induced fit is really just this. A substrate binds to an enzyme. That binding triggers a shape change. The shape change makes the active site better at stabilizing the transition state. And that's what speeds up the reaction. If you were to just remember one sentence on test day, it's this. Induced fit is when a substrate binding causes the enzyme to change shape so it can better stabilize the transition state and lower the activation energy so the reaction can happen faster. That's all you need to know. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to complete the questions I've included in this video. You may see it on the right hand side of your screen or at the bottom of the video to make sure you've understood the fundamentals. And that's it. Check out the other videos I have on here. They'll definitely be helpful for your exam as well. Okay, bye. See you in the next video.